The big story that is at once political and completely personal. Former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger making a public admission that he fathered a child 10 years ago with a woman who worked in the family home. Tonight he is apologizing. Maria Shriver, his wife, expressing pain but the need for privacy. And their children? David Wright has the whole story of what happened today. David?
Good evening, Diane. This is a secret Schwarzenegger has kept for more than a decade from millions of California voters and from his immediate family. He has been supporting this child all the while, and it's got to be devastating news for his wife and the couple's 4 children. Today, Schwarzenegger declined to answer all of the obvious questions. And yesterday, hours before he went public with the news, the paparazzi caught up with him and his 21-year-old daughter. Little wonder they weren't exactly smiling. He said in a statement, "There are no excuses, and I take full responsibility for the hurt I've caused. I have apologized to Maria, my children, and my family. I am truly sorry." Shriver, meanwhile, issued her own separate statement. "This is a painful and heartbreaking time," she said. "As a mother, my concern is for the children. I ask for compassion, respect, and privacy as my children and I try to rebuild our lives and heal." This afternoon, Catherine, the eldest of those children, tweeted, "This is definitely not easy." Schwarzenegger's bombshell certainly explains last week's abrupt announcement after 25 years of marriage that he and Maria Shriver have split. According to the Los Angeles Times, which broke the story, Shriver moved out of their Brentwood mansion after Schwarzenegger told her about the affair and the child. The mother was a member of their personal staff for 20 years. She quit just in January. The child was born before Schwarzenegger ever entered politics. By 2003, during his first campaign for governor, he vaguely acknowledged past indiscretions, but insisted to Peter Jennings that allegations of groping were all part of a smear campaign.
Isn't it odd that 3 days and 4 days before the campaign, all of a sudden all these women want to have an apology? Isn't it odd? When you have common sense, Peter, you can figure it out for yourself.
Maria Shriver then famously stood by her man on Oprah.
I am my own woman. I have not been, quote, bred to look the other way.
I want to thank her for the love and the strength that she has given me.
Schwarzenegger himself said he owed his victory to her.
And I know how many votes I got today because of you. Yes.
Maria Shriver has long kept a favorite poem on her desk, The Journey by Mary Oliver.
One day you finally knew what you had to do and began, though the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice.
She's now steadying herself to continue the journey. Appalling, but not all that surprising. That's how a former Schwarzenegger aide described today's developments. That aide went on to tell Jake Tapper, "I wish I could say I'm surprised. The heartbreaking part is I'm sure Maria was."